Hello, hello. Welcome to Crafty Hour. So, give everybody a second here just for this to start going as per usual. I'm sure you know the drill. If not, you'll know. So, anyways, welcome. My name is 𝗧𝗢𝗣𝗘𝗖 and I am ButterDish Designs. And this is Crafty Hour episode 93. And we're going to make a fun fold tonight. So, I hope you'll stick around and have some fun with me. So, really easy fun fold and may look intimidating, but it's so not. Not a whole lot of supplies needed. And anyways, so I'm going to switch to the double layout here. There we go. So yesterday was day one of the beautiful new annual catalog that runs from yesterday till April of next year, the end of April. Super excited about this catalog. If you are one of my customers, you should have already received the catalog in the mail. And you'll see that it has a much different feel to it. And it's organized a little bit differently. And now, since the catalog is live, we can show you the inside. And it's basically split up into a couple different sections. They have step-by-step crafting, quick and easy options, and then creativity your way. So they took it a little bit different this year. One of my favorite things about this catalog is, and I've been dying to show y'all, is the color theory page. So you have this beautiful color wheel, and then it also tells you some tips on picking your colors. So if you don't have a demonstrator and you'd like a catalog, please reach out. I'd be happy to send you one at no charge. And yeah, so tonight, the fun fold that we're going to do is going to be done with the Take to the Sky. So excuse the ink on my hand. I was writing out the dimensions and the pen just started leaking. I was like, hey, Fala. Yay. Hi, Jill. Hello, hello. Thanks for joining me. So, we're going to do a fun fold with Take to the Sky. And I think you'll like it. And I think you have stuff on hand that you can do this with really easily. Hi, Connie. And anyways, let's just look at the card. So I'm going to switch to the solo layout here for this one. I'm really excited about this. So, all right. So here is the card we're going to make this evening. And looks pretty simple there. But then, oh, wait a second. I have my little trick that I use to take my photos. I have a little sticky piece in there, so I can't open it right now because I have those in there. It helps me keep them flat for pictures. Okay, so here we go. Yay for a fun fold. Have a lot of birthdays coming up, and a lot of masculine birthdays that I need cards for. So I thought we would make a masculine fun fold. So here it is. It's just super easy. It lays flat. It mails. These might not mail because they're heavier embellishments, but they're part of that set. But anyways, so I have almost everything pre-cut. And let's just talk about the pieces first and what you need. So in addition to these dies, hi Lisa, is the trick to this is that you need a pair of nesting dies. And for this instance, I am going to be using 2 of the Countryside Corners dies because That's what we needed. All right, I just had these. Bear with me while I find them. I just used it. So, all right. This isn't going to work if I don't find that die. But it's got to be over here. Hang on. Bear with me. I really do have it. I swear to you that I put it in the bucket. But, oh, they're in the bucket. Silly me. They were on the side. Just couldn't see them. Okay, so this is what I'm talking about for nesting. You need, basically you need a size that will be able to fit on the normal front of a card front. So as you can see here, I use this one. And then for the layer, I used this one. Now, again, this is going to be super easy. There's just one little trick to it. And I think you guys will get it no problem. And we're going to make this. I just like playing. So anyways. Okay, let's lay out the pieces here. And then we'll do that. So you're going to need, and I did, this is how I got ink on my hand. I wrote this out for you guys. The card base is 8.5 by 5.5. It's scored at 4 1/4 and 2 1/8. Okay, so there's that. Put this right up here. And then let's talk about pieces. I did pre-cut these pieces. So in order to use your pieces to the most advantage, I cut out one of the pieces out of this back layer. So this is going to get hidden behind this one here, like so. So when I'm talking about layer 1, it's these blue pieces. And when I'm talking about layer 2, it's these plains. All right. And then you will need 2 of the small out of basic white there. So 1, 2. And then you need that one that came out of that layer 1 that's behind here. So you need that piece. And then you need 2 that match of the larger that match your card base, which this is a larger as well. Okay. So 1 pair of nesting dies. Anything. You could do a circle, a square, whatever fits on the front of your card. Okay. And so let's just put these off to the side here. These pieces, we're going to need them later. I'm just got layers on the brain here. And if you're really good about cutting this, just so you know, you can totally make it so it continues here, like so. The pattern, you see how that matches up there? And the same with this one down here, because you can just cut it continuously. All right. So let's do the scoring, and then I'll show you the trick, and we'll do the stamping, and we'll assemble. And it's going to be really easy. All right, so get out your trimmer here, and I'm going to pull this side down so you guys can see the top there. So we're going to score like we would a normal A2 size card, and we're going to score at 4.5. Make sure that cutting blade is out of the way there. Okay. And then we're going to move that over, and we are going to score at 2 1/8, which is half of that other side. So half and half. Just think about that. All right, so there's our 2 score marks there. Okay. I'm going to pull that out of the way. So the next thing, I'm going to stand up here so that move my chair out of the way. Get the envelope out of the way here. And since I already cut the smaller pieces, we just need the larger one. And what you're going to be doing here is pulling out your cutter, which I'm going to put it this way so you guys can see. You will need some tape or something. If you have a magnetic platform, that's great. I've got a couple pieces here. What you're going to be doing is centering this the best you can. You want to center it not only top to bottom, but left to right. And I know it might be a little bit hard. Well, the camera's not focusing there. There we go. So centered over that score line there. Okay. Hey, Cheryl. Hi, honey. And you'll move that out just a little bit. There we go. All right. And just do your best. You know, it doesn't have to be perfect, but just center that the best you can. One thing I will tell you is don't cover up the score mark because we need it. We need to be able to see it. Okay. And so you've got your entire card on your cutting platform. You're going to be bringing that top plate in, and I'm going to be bringing it in from the other side here. And what we're going to be doing is that score line that's there. We are going to be bringing that just, and I'm telling you, just a hair. I can't tell you a measurement, but just a hair over that. Okay. And so then we're going to hold my finger on there so I can keep going and start pushing it. There we go. This should go through here. All right. So when we pull this off here, what we've done is we've only cut that much of that. That's it. So if it goes a little bit over, don't worry about it. It's a-okay. I promise you. All right. Now let's do some stamping real quick and then we'll assemble. Okay. So I did a little bit of stamping on the inside here with some clouds and a happy birthday. And I did the plane and the clouds and the flying by to say hi out here. So I've got a couple clouds here. A little plane. I'm just grabbing all these out. There's the happy birthday. And I think that's it. All right. So for these two white pieces here, we're going to be using Memento because I'm going to be coloring with blends. And then on this piece here, I'm using copper clay. So it's tone on tone. We'll just set that over there. Let's grab these here. Since I'm right-handed, I'm going this way. All right. So I just made a little scene with these and just kind of stamped off. And then let me get the smaller size out here. Oh, you know what? I'm going to stamp that plane first because my luck, I'm going to stamp that plane and then it's not going to fit. There we go. Go back to that smaller cloud there. Just like he's flying around there in the clouds. And I think that other one here is a big one. There we go. All right. Let's get in our flying by to say hi. Trying to keep that in the frame there. There we go. All right. Sorry, let me grab these out of here. Now, the pairs that I'm using, they coordinate with the paper. That's 𝗧𝗢𝗘𝗖𝗞, the copper clay, and this is the boho blue. Okay. And for the clouds, let's close this. You know what? Let's finish the inside. I'm jumping ahead. I'm just too excited tonight. Having a good time. And we need to because I would much rather color all at once. Then we have to go back. So there's that. It's off there and get the happy birthday. Make sure that's going the right direction there. There we go. All right. Now we're done with the memento. Now we can color. And what I did for the clouds is that I just took the light smoky slate and basically went around the outside here. Basic where all the little shading is. You can see here, I am just going around like that. Really simple coloring. Okay, so that's the inside there. Let's go ahead and do the outside. You know, there's a time and a place for the detailed coloring, which we'll get to here in a second on the plane, but I promise you, even it's not hard. And by all means, if you don't like to color, don't do it. These look great as is. Just adding a little bit to it here. Okay. So on the front, I took the light copper clay and I did the fine portion. And remember with alcohol markers that they do have a tendency to start to just have a mind of their own. So just keep that in there inside the lines. If you get too close, sometimes it just goes out. Okay, I'm going to color the little tiny things here. I'll show you this in a second here. And then I am going to go back with this in a minute. But let's go back to the light smoky slate. just so you can see how that's going. And let's go ahead and do the plane, the wings. Little tires. And that other wing over here, bottom part of that. Now, the boho blue here, I used this as a little motion to indicate the motion of the propeller here. Gave the front just a little bit of color there. And then I also did these bars, which are super tiny, but just put them in there. And then for some added effect, I went back with the copper clay here, just to indicate maybe some rust, you know, just give it a little antiquing. And I think that's about it. Yeah. Oops. There you go. There we go. Real easy. Okay. So we've got our pieces here. The only thing we have left to stamp is the envelope for me and this part. Now we're going to be covering this up, so you can very carefully do it once you have it assembled, but I do recommend doing it ahead of time. And since we are going to be covering that portion up anyways, just go ahead and stamp on this first panel here. And there we go for that. Let's go ahead and do the envelope. Fold that over so I don't stamp that there. And there's our envelope. Okay, let's do this fun assembling. And okay, we're going this way with this. Just folding it back the other way. Make sure you go ahead and give that a good burnish. So there's our mechanism there. All right. Let's start with these inside pieces first. And I'm just putting this around the outside because we have that cut out. Remember that glue gives you time to center that. There we go. Now you can put it all over the back. Or use your tape runner, whatever works for you. There we go. Let's do our pieces here. Oops, sorry, I keep covering up those dimensions there for you. Hear this down. Thank you, my love. The butter portion of ButterDish Designs is watching from his game night. So, all right, we're doing this on this panel. Ooh, I almost forgot something. We need to put down this. This goes down underneath before we adhere that other piece. So, and you can definitely tell where that goes because it's the die cut. Okay, now we can put on this piece. No harm, no foul, because I caught it in time. Okay, you can see how this is starting to take shape here. All right. Now this is for the front here. We can go ahead and adhere that down. Make sure you've got that fold done. It's real easy. And then make sure you lift it up and it's out to that edge of that die cut there. So you can see, there we go. All right. One more gluing of this one on the center of this piece here for the inside. And then I'll show you a little trick for adhering this piece to the inside of the card. There we go. Okay, so what you're going to do, the trick with this when you're wanting to put it on the inside is go ahead and put your adhesive on. Okay. And what we're going to do is lay it face down on this side here where we know it's going, because we can line it up by the die cut there. And then just go ahead and close that. And voila, there it is. Okay. The last piece here, we're going to put up with dimensionals. Give it a little bit of height. And still have using a ton of these baby dimensionals, the mini dimensionals. They still work. Just takes me a little bit longer. So yeah, when I panicked when I was writing this stuff down and that pen exploded, I was like, ah! I was so thankful that the project was not anywhere near that. All right. So we've got this going on here. Looks pretty good to me. Give that a push. And I am not going to put these on here this evening, only for the fact that they're pretty thick and I am going to mail this. So, but I wanted to show them to you because on the one side, they have one design, and on the other, you see that there? They have the other design there. So, and they just attach with glue dots. So that's easy. And there we go. I mean, I know I had the pieces pre-cut, but still super easy there. What are these called? These are the industrial trinkets. Yeah, the little hardware industrial trinkets. So fun. I like them. And this aviation set is just so much fun. I will show you it comes in the suite, or you can buy them separately, of course. So the dies with this, not only do they cut out like this little plane that we used here, but you can make planes from your scraps and stuff. I keep the backups in there. So let's see. How fun is that? So you'll see a card soon with this. And in case you didn't know, every May I do a card a day in May. Yes, Paula, that's the way. I mean, my husband's in aviation as well, former military aviation, and now, private sector. So this was first on my pre-order. So thanks, Cody. Yeah. So anyways, if you look on there, but just such a fun little fold. So I hope you give it a try. And I'll give you a peek at the paper here before we go, just because it is very cool. It has cut aparts in it, as you can see here. So you're going to do tags, little journaling cards. The back side of that's got this world map with flight patterns on it. You have like blueprints with planes. It's a lot of fun, beautiful colors. It's got that copper clay on the back. Here's another world looking one here. Blue. Here's some green planes with riveted parts on the back there, just like the planes. Some beautiful clouds. So you can build that scene. And then the back side of that is gray. Here's the sheet that I used here. With a little topography type map on the back. So anyways, let's go back to this. Hi. So I appreciate everybody watching. Sorry, Cheryl. Always enabling, it's a really cool set. Lots of fun, lots of stuff to do with it. The paper's beautiful. And yeah, so thanks everybody for joining me. Oh, yes, sorry. So it's May. I do a card a day in May, every May. And this is card for day 2 of a card a day in May. And I don't do lives for them all, of course, but I will share a card every single day this month on my Instagram and Facebook channel. So I hope you'll tune in and say hi. I appreciate you following along, and I highly encourage you to do a card in May and build up your stash if you can. So anyways, if you do one, please share. I'd love to see it. And yeah, you'll see this one posted here just shortly after we're done. I was waiting for the live. Thank you for watching, Jill. I appreciate it. I hope you guys will give this swing card technique a try. You just need those 2 layering dies. That's it. Whatever shapes will fit in the front of here and layer. So anyways, thanks again for watching. Have a great night, everybody. And I'll see you next week for episode 94. Thanks again. Bye.